Previously, on Predict the Six. Jen's predictions were poor to say the least. 0 points picked up, all predictions wrong. And me, apart from the one correct prediction, I can't really say I had a better week by any means. So that makes the scoreboard look like this. A poor week, a very poor week of predictions from all involved. Jen on 10 points and myself on 14 points. So, as Predict the Six back again. We took a week off because we just wanted a wee break for it all. It was worth it in the end, I suppose, because, the last week we were here, terrible week of predictions. 1 out of 6, it was only mine that was correct, and even at that, it wasn't that great of a week at all. I can't really claim that we've done a great job. We're no good at this prediction malarkey.
No. You actually cancelled my handicap because I cheated. Apparently.
You did cheat because you looked at the wheel.
Didn't look at the wheel. I was looking at my finger.
Anyway, regardless of any of that, we're back once again this week, and we've kind of started to introduce a shout out into these videos. So the premise of this is that Jen is going to get you to comment a word and your predictions and like the video, and then in the next episode of Predict the Six, she randomly chooses a comment from someone who's said the word predictions, etc, etc. So, last time the word was
relegation.
So that was the word you had to comment in order to get a shout out. So without further ado, randomly scroll down and choose the person. Chris Blamey. I sit very near this guy in East End Park, and he goes to all the away games. I imagine he'll be at Alloa this weekend as well. So, well done, Chris. I know you watch every single video, so cheers for the support. As far as your comment goes, you went for a Falkirk win. I believe that was wrong. That was when they got beat for Clyde. I'm pretty sure you predicted that on that case. But yes, well done to Chris. The one that he definitely did get wrong was the Fort William win as well, because I predicted that and I know it was wrong. This week, what word are they commenting?
Offside.
Offside. Comment offside the predictions for any games you want to predict this weekend, and or including the ones that we end up predicting in this week's episode, and like the video, and you'll be in with a chance of a shout out in next week's episode of Predict the Six. And so without further ado, let's get into the predictions. Jenny, are you looking forward to it?
No.
Of course you are.
Okay, so my first prediction for this week is Partick versus Morton, Annan Athletic versus Cowdenbeath, and Livingston versus Rangers.
And my predictions for this week are Dundee versus Dundee United, Hearts versus St Mirren, and Forfar versus Montrose. Take the mic.
Okay, so like usual weeks, I would have my little description on my phone. I don't have that. It's been a busy week. So I'm going to count on Google here to help me along.
Completely fine with that. Don't mind at all. I will be your football thesaurus for today.
Thanks. I've had assessments. So my first game is Partick Thistle versus Morton. Now all I know is that we bet Partick Thistle on the weekend of my birthday, and that's all that matters really. And Morton, I know a wee bit about it, but not too much. So Google.
So Partick Thistle obviously had a bit of a topsy-turvy time even since Ian McCall came in, and they've not changed a lot since Gary Caldwell was there. Obviously it's Gary Caldwell's squad. A lot of the Partick Thistle fans are still clinging on to the fact that is his squad, not really putting any of the blame on Ian McCall, etc., which is fair enough. I don't really know the situation behind that, but ultimately the form isn't improving, and even at Firhill as well, there's nothing that seems to be massively improving. Morton, on the other hand, have horrendous away form, and the important thing in this fixture for you is that Morton, I don't think, have won an away game so far this season. This could be their first away win this season in the league. So you've got a tough wee prediction to make here.
See, he says could be their first. I've wrote down that they will win this, but I think I might change it.
Is it a split-second decision at the last minute to change it?
Yeah, but I'm going to make it a draw.
Right.
I'm going to make it a draw, just because I'm undecided.
My first game this weekend is one of the most important games in the Scottish football calendar. I will be at it. I made the prediction in yesterday's video when I spoke about the derby itself.
I was in it too.
Yes, you were in that video. The Dundee derby, of course. I'm going to predict a Dundee United win. I'm not going to beat around the bush here. I said it in yesterday's video, so the majority of you already know my prediction for this one. I'm going to go for a Dundee United win. In yesterday's video, Jenny said...
Easy.
She said it would be an easy Dundee United win. I didn't agree with her. I think it will be a closer game because of Dundee's upturn in form since the last game especially, but in about the last month or so, they have really improved their form. Dundee United have sort of kept up that form, but have also had poor results away from home as well. Losing to Alloa, losing to Queen of the South. So it really does depend what Dundee United turn up in this game. For the derby, it should be a brilliant Dundee United team that turn up, because at the end of the day, it's their biggest game in the league calendar. So I'm going to back Dundee United just because they're still top of the league. So I'll go for a tight Dundee United win, but a Dundee United win nonetheless. And back to you.
Thanks. Now, so my second one's Annan Athletic versus Cowdenbeath. Now, I think we all know I know nothing about this. All I know is Cowdenbeath is like near Kelty, so yeah, cool. Next.
Well, at least you're a good Google Maps service. Annan versus Cowdenbeath. Annan are your kind of standard mid-table League 2 club, pretty much. They always kind of tend to push into the promotion playoffs every season for a wee bit and never really make it there. Cowdenbeath have done pretty well this season so far. They sit third in the league. They lost to Cove Rangers last weekend, but pretty much every team in that league has lost to Cove Rangers so far, except one. So Cowdenbeath are still a decent team this season. They're still, as I said, sitting third in the table. So you've got a tough one to predict again, because they did lose last weekend, but they've done well so far this season. What are you laughing at?
Because what I wrote down just isn't equivalent to that.
She's got an athletic win.
So you've changed my mind.
Are you going to make a last minute change again?
Yeah, I'm going to say Cowdenbeath's going to win this one.
This is why you're bad at predictions, because you can never make your mind up properly.
Yeah.
So just to confirm,
Cowdenbeath will win.
my second one for this week is Hearts versus St Mirren. This is a very important game. Once again, it's the two teams bottom of the Premiership at present, both stuck on 8 points, and have had pretty bad starts to the season. I think it's fair to say that. Bad enough that Hearts had to sack their manager, Craig Levein, during the week. And going into this game at home to St Mirren, if they're going to start getting up there into that top 6, which is their ultimate aim every single season, they have to start winning games now. They have to show that Craig Levein was the problem and that their team is actually a good team, because it looks it on paper, but they've just not been performing. I have a Hearts home win written down here, and St Mirren haven't scored a lot of goals this season, so maybe that's came into my thinking here, and I just don't know how Hearts can continually perform to the level that they have and keep getting away with it. So that's my prediction. Hearts home win.
My last one is Livingston versus Rangers. I don't know anything about Livingston, but I know quite a lot about Rangers, but we won't get into that. I just feel like it's obvious. Do you want to expand?
I can actually expand quite a bit here, because I was at the last Livingston versus Rangers game in the Betfred Cup round of 16, I think it was. Rangers won 1-0 that night, and Livingston gave them a relatively hard time in that game, and the fact that it's again at Livingston helps Livingston more than Rangers, I think, just because Livingston's pitch is always a talking point, and it's just a tough venue to go to, and Livingston are always a team that fight hard against these teams, and especially, as I said, when it comes to playing at their ground. Rangers, on the other hand, have to continue winning to keep up the pace with Celtic, so it's important that they do not drop any points here, like Celtic did not too long ago. They actually lost to Livingston, playing at Livingston. So, it's another tough one for you. Are you going to make a last minute change once again, Jenny Gilmore?
No, I'm going to stick with my gut. I'm going to say Rangers is going to score, and that Morelos will probably score anyways, but I don't like him, but yeah, I think he'll score and Rangers will win this one. Final answer.
No, like phone a friend. 50-50.
No, fine.
And my last one for this week is Montrose versus Forfar. This one is a derby in itself. It's one of the Angus derbies, but I'm only going to put it one way. Forfar sacked Jim Weir, their manager, during the week. Once again, another manager gone for the SPFL, and Montrose have had 5 wins in a row, including defeating East Fife last weekend. So there is only one outcome here, in my opinion. Montrose home win.
Handicap time.
Handicap time. Right. Now, we need to actually sort this because they can't really see it. Just turn you down a bit. There you go. Look at that.
I'm going to handicap Dundee United versus Dundee. I said it would be an easy one, so I feel like that's the only one I can handicap.
Go for it then.
Your winner receives -1 goals.
So, it is 1-0 Dundee as it stands in this game.
What are you handicapping for me, darling?
It will be your Livingston versus Rangers game, obviously. Off we go. I wasn't looking, I swear. Subs have no impact. One of the worst handicaps that we could possibly get. Fantastic. Cheers, handicap wheel. Love you.
Do you want to turn the brightness back up so we're not in the dark?
Yes.
There we are.
And there we go.
Just asking if you're feeling confident.
Enough. Probably more confident than you are, or you were at the start of the video, because you chose all the wrong teams.
I'm feeling pretty confident. Thanks, Google.
Aye. You're feeling confident now that you've been told actual facts.
3 in the bag.
After a poor week last time, hopefully we can both have good weeks this time. Start proving that we know a bit, at least, about football. I should be doing far better than I am.
You should be, how many episodes?
I think this is like episode 14, 15 maybe.
Right, so like at least 30 odd points.
I'm on 14. I've had about 1 point per episode on average. It's horrendous. But aye, that's it for this video, guys. Cheers for watching. If you did enjoy it, please give it a like. Comment. What was it?
Offside. I know we forgot.
Offside. Your predictions for this weekend's games. Any ones you want to do. And like the video. And you'll get a shout out in next week's video. Subscribe for more of this type of content. And until the next video, which will be the Dundee Derby vlog. Can't wait for the game. I'll see you then. Cheers, guys.
I'll see you next week. Bye.